like you explained,
Mm-hmm.
it was not the same case in mine. When I try to click it, and some of the time the
Mm-hmm.
clicker doesn't even click.
Okay,
So
can you share your screen? Let's solve that.
yeah,
Okay.
no, I've already passed through the thing now. But
Is it?
every time I have that issue, I have to refresh the page, and I have to do it again. I don't know why.
What's the problem? What's the problem? Is it possible to show? No.
Not right
Oh,
now.
it's a one-time thing, is it?
No, yesterday, like I figured it out every time. If there's a box and I try to click it, it doesn't click, and then I have to refresh it again.
Oh.
So I was only able to do. Yeah, I understand your lecture. I reviewed it and I tried to do it myself. I think I can do it. It just I need to use different computer or something.
Okay. Okay.
But
So.
I tried to build up one Jira project for a gym for a work gym
Okay.
place.
Okay.
And I put a name and I did the timeline. I was just about to do the backlog right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I kind of understand though what you said. So it is something doable I can do. I just don't know how am I going to be working here. Like what would be my exact work? Like you said, this is probably most of the thing are done by the project manager in the Jira, right?
No, no, no. Not see, project manager maybe 20% of the things. Everything else mostly it would be Scrum Master and the product owner. These two people will should take care of it.
So if you break it down, who does the timeline? The project manager or the
Oh, timeline is maintained by the project manager.
project manager?
Along
Okay.
along no 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 no, one second. Along
Yeah,
with the product owner. Both are responsible.
I see. I see. Project manager and the owner.
Yeah, product owner.
So Scrum Master has to work within the given window decided
Correct,
by project
correct,
manager.
correct. You don't work on the timelines, but you make sure the timelines are met.
I see. I see. Yeah, like I said, I don't know how is the commanding in the real world. How like I want
Uh,
to see the real project and see
mm,
the example of how I will be performing.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways,
Oh,
what will be our today's class be, Rajit?
yeah. So, see, we are done with the content, right? First
Yes.
thing is, I wanted to check now that you have done some revision, you have tried to create your own project. Now
Yeah.
you should have good number of questions. So let me clarify all your questions if you have any.
Yes, the first question is I still want to learn a little bit about burn up and burn down charts. If you
Uh-huh.
could explain a little more than last time, please. And what are the times that we use burn up versus burn down? Can we use can we make both? Like what are the conditions that we do have to make burn up, and what are the conditions that we do burn down? Can you please explain
Uh,
me,
yeah, yeah. Let me explain that. Let me bring up the slides. Give me 1 minute.
please?
Okay. So let me start sharing my screen.
Okay.
You let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, burn down versus burn up.
Yeah.
So the main difference is burn down is mostly used at the sprint level. Burn up is mostly used for the project level. Okay. Now, how do you differentiate it? Assume in a sprint, in a sprint, if
Yeah.
the team has committed 100 story points to be completed, okay? In a sprint, assume the team has committed 100 story points to complete 100 story points. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if the sprint duration is 2 weeks, then it is 10 working days, right? It is 10 working days. Now, if the team has to complete 100 story points in 10 days, that means The burn rate, the rate at which the team burns the effort or burns the tasks should be like, at the end of first day, 10 story points should be burnt. Second
Okay.
day, 10 story points. Third day, 10 story points. This is the ex-
Estimation. Mhm.
expected, this is the expected, burn rate.
Okay.
Okay. This is the expected burn rate. However, in actual, it doesn't go according to this expectation.
Mm.
Reality is we will have a lot of challenges.
Yeah. Ups and
Correct?
downs. Yeah.
Yeah. So this line, the red line indicates the actual. Okay. By
Mm.
the end of first day, okay, everything went well. You're able to, go as per expectation.
Mm.
However, in second day, there maybe things did not go well. You had to complete 10 story points, but you completed only 5 story points. Third day, again, you have to complete 10 story points. Ideally, this red line should be on the blue
So,
line.
okay. Yeah.
If the red line is on the blue line, then that's perfect. If the
But
red line is,
if I look into the coordinate on the x-axis for number two, right?
mhm,
It so if you look at number two and number the second day,
mhm,
right, does that mean that they completed more story points in less time? The red dots represents the actual. No, does that mean
yeah,
there is more actual work is done more than expected?
which one here? This one?
Any of the red dots, which is above the blue line, right? Blue
Okay,
coordinates.
if it's above the blue line,
Yeah.
then we are behind schedule. We have done less.
But the
If this
y axis represents the story points, isn't it? As you
yes,
go
correct,
higher, as
correct.
you go above, it's more higher. So,
Yes. No,
what
yeah, correct. Now, if you see here, take for this example, by the end of fifth day,
yeah,
the team should have completed 50
50.
story points.
Yeah.
Correct. But see the actual red. They have completed only around what is this? Around this 35 story points only.
How do you know 30? Are you counting from the above from 100?
Yes. See,
Oh,
20, 30,
okay.
35.
So
Around 35.
that's what I'm confused. I was counting from zero coordinate and I was going above.
No, no, no,
So,
no. Burn down. It has to reduce from top to bottom. This is
okay.
burn up, increase.
Oh, okay. See what the problem was. I always thought that the chart determines whether it's a burn up or burn down. So I didn't know that it's the other way. So the burn down chart is made in such a way. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So if the red line is above blue line, then that indicates we are behind schedule. But if the red line is below blue line, then that indicates we are ahead of schedule.
So when you count from number five to number six, right? And from fifth day to number sixth day, let's say,
Uh-huh.
how do you see the difference? Do you count it from the fifth red point to the sixth red point, or do you count from 100, the point at 100 to the sixth?
100 to 60.
Oh,
Because for us, what matters is this the overall from 100.
oh, so
From
100 is like
100,
a.
how are we
I see.
progressing?
I see. So 100 is almost like a zero coordinate. We count from
Mm,
the opposite. Okay, okay. That's
correct,
where I was
correct.
confused.
Uh,
Okay,
okay, cool. Makes sense.
makes sense. So it can is there? I don't think it's ever gonna happen. But can the red line be ever below the blue line? Let's say
Possible,
yeah,
possible if the team
more
is
tasks.
matured.
Yeah.
Possible, that's possible.
Okay.
If that's the case, the team has overachieved.
Okay.
Okay.
Burn down chart is usually done probably
Burn,
after we finish the project. Then
sorry, burn down chart is usually updated live in Jira for all the
yeah.
sprints.
For all the sprints. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I showed you, right? I showed
You
you.
showed me, but we never discussed through Jira. We just discussed this separately. I know the burn down and burn up chart is in Jira. So the
Mm,
burn up and burn down, John, it automatically gets updated according to the progress
correct,
we're making.
correct, correct. I think I mentioned that. I showed that.
Yeah, you did, but I didn't. Yeah, you said you showed me in Jira, but we talked these slides completely in separate.
Okay, 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 okay. Fine.
Uh,
Cool, cool. Now it's clear.
and yes, burn down is clear. Now let's talk about burn up chart.
Ah. So burn up chart. Now it's
Mhm.
the same thing. Here, with this we will get to know, with this you will get to know how much work is remaining. Like for example, here at this point, you'll easily get to know, okay, 80 story points worth of work is remaining at this point.
Yeah.
But here, it's from top to bottom. Now here, what you will get to know is, assume fifth day, you will see how much work is completed. See here, if you read this, how much work is remaining. Here, how much work is completed. And it's the same in a different manner it's shown. The only change here is there is an additional parameter called scope. This depicts if there is any change in scope that happened during the project
Hmm.
or the sprint itself.
What is the difference in the scope? What makes the scope different? How do you know what the scope is different? Like the graph that we're watching right now, is that
Take for example, assume
yeah.
the team had committed 90 story points.
Okay.
Okay. Now, in the sixth day, the product owner comes and says, hey, look, there is a very important task. We have to take it up immediately. We cannot wait until the next sprint. Let's
Okay.
pick this up. So he adds a story to the sprint.
Okay.
Then the store scope increases 10 story points.
All right. So
Right?
can you pick one of the coordinate, Rajiv, so that I can ask you a question? Pick. Can you? Let's say
Okay. Okay. This one.
that red one, right? It's on the fourth day, and we and the team was supposed to complete at least 30 of the story
No,
points,
the
right?
team was supposed to complete 40 story points. See here, 40.
Yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. It was supposed
40.
to only
But the
complete
team
40.
has completed only 30.
Around 30. Yeah, yeah. They only completed around 30. So
30.
it is a
Up,
burn down.
burn up. This is burn up. It's going from 0 to burn up, meaning we are trying to reach this. Burn down, we are trying to reach 0. In burn down, we are coming from up to down. Burn up, you are going from down to up.
See,
Confused?
that's where I'm
Ah,
always get confused, you know.
don't worry. Burn up means how much work is completed. With this red line, you will get to know how much work is completed. Correct?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But
Oh,
here, burn down means with this red line, you will get to know how much work is
rem-
remaining.
oh, okay, okay. Let me just write this real quick. Okay, yeah, yeah. I think I got it before I forget.
Ah,
1 second, okay. Let's write this down in the note. So burn up is how much work completed,
wo-
and burn down is how much
how much
work
work
left.
is
Am I
remaining?
correct?
Yes, left.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, cool. Clear on burn up, burn down?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Now, what else? What's the next question?
1 second. I have another question.
Sure, sure.
Do you have any any questions for me to know that I should do you
I'll
have
come to that. I'll come to that. Let's close all your queries.
okay 1 second Brenda. Okay, so the other thing we talk about Scrum, Kanban, and Scrum Ban, right? And
Mhm.
do I have to learn about Kanban, or is it just to
No, not
know?
required. To be frank, don't deep dive into it. Better
Okay.
be an expert in Scrum. That should be fine. But know what is the difference between Scrum and Kanban. That should be more than enough.
Yes, I've heard that. I've looked into some of the YouTubes and videos, and people said that our Scrum Masters should be able to arrange both. They have Kanban and they have Scrum going on at the same time in the project. They said, is it true?
Uh, no, not always. 50% of the times, maybe. Maybe
Like,
50% of the times.
so if that happens to me, then how do I? What do you want me to do?
No, the Kanban is pretty straightforward only, not a rocket science. So you just have to, kind of, manage the board just like how you have Scrum board. You have Scrum board, right? In
Mhm.
progress and all. Similarly, you have Kanban board, but Kanban board will not have sprints. You just have to track it. But in Scrum, you have sprints. So here the developers keep moving it, right? So
Right.
don't if you ask me, don't worry too much about Kanban.
Huh?
If there is any task which is not aligned to the sprint but outside of the sprint which needs tracking, then you use Kanban.
Okay. All right. No worries. So the thing that I want to talk about is the estimation techniques that we covered.
Mhm.
Remember, we talked about the t-shirt sizing and planning poker.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I want to learn, be a little more clear about the estimation techniques. So when we talk about the estimation techniques, what are exactly are we talking about? What are exactly are we estimating?
We are estimating story points.
We're estimating the story points,
Story
and
points.
depending on the size of the story, we determine the sizes,
Yeah, depending on the
the
complexity.
complexity, or the number of the.
Days. No, no, no. Three parameters. If you remember, I explained you about three parameters. Let me open the slides.
Okay, please. Yeah, we talk about planning, poker,
Yeah.
teas.
So these are the three parameters that you have to keep in mind.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
How much do you know about the story? Do we have any dependencies on the story? And how much time will it consume? Keeping these three
And,
parameters in mind,
and who
we need to give the estimation.
and who determines the story, the number of
Team,
amount of
team.
story?
It would be the team. Because team can only tell if there are any dependencies. Team is the one who will be knowing, if they have understood the story or not. How much time will it consume? Also, team has to do. All the team members, not one person. All the team members have to give it.
So this is probably during the Scrum planning.
Sprint planning. Yes.
Scrum planning, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
All right. So which one do you prioritize when you are estimating? Depending on the sizes, some could be small, some could be large.
Mm.
Which one do you prioritize?
Prioritize. It depends on
Huh?
customer need. It
Okay.
does. It doesn't depend on the estimates. It depends on the customer priorities.
Okay.
There might be a story which is just one story point, but
Mhm.
that might be of higher priority. There might be a story, it might be of five story points, but that might be of lower priority. So priority and story points are two different things. Don't link each of
Okay.
those.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think pretty much that's all I have for now, unless I know I just don't know. I have to learn a lot, but that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, a lot of preparation needed. So you need, self study is really important. See,
Right,
the
right.
topic I covered. Now the ball is in your court. You need
Mm.
to kind of go through things, understand, come up with questions, get it clarified, and all those things.
And
Okay.
also one thing, well, if I remember, I don't think we ever talk about the retrospective and how that works.
We did
Uh,
talk about it. Let me.
Little bit. So if the project is done, right? Let's
uh
say one sprint is done, couple of sprint is done. After we finish all the sprint,
uh
is that when we do retrospective, or is
No,
the
retrospective is done at the end of each sprint.
each sprint?
For
Okay.
each and every sprint, on the
Yeah.
last day of the sprint,
Of this.
you'll have a retrospective meeting.
How about we? How about when all the stories are done for the project? Do
Mhm.
we do any special kind of retrospective on it or not?
That would be a project level retrospective, which the project manager can run it.
Okay. We don't
You are
have to
telling
worry
at the
about.
project level, right?
Uh-huh.
Right, overall project level, yes, the project manager can run the retrospective,
But
but it can
as
be in the, yeah, same fashion.
okay, I see, I see. And when I'm doing the when the Scrum Master is doing the retrospective, who does he do retrospective with, all the team members or just with the project manager?
No, all the team members,
All the team members, okay.
only Scrum team. Nobody outside the Scrum team is involved. Only Scrum team.
So when you say Scrum team, does that include the developer and the product owner?
Yes, developers, product owner, Scrum Master. Nobody else outside these three people.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
I think yeah, that is pretty much what I have, and I
Okay.
need to know the little bit of flow between the project manager and the project owner and the stuff like that, their relationships and how they work.
Yeah. Remember, I explained this.
Yeah,
You
there's
can
a
kind
chart.
of
Yeah,
revise this.
yeah, there's a chart for it. Yeah, I just need to
Yeah.
memorize it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Now, yeah. Go ahead. If any questions, let's discuss about it.
Okay. We have one more class with you, Rajiv, so that I
Yeah. Yeah. We
can.
can. Yeah. We can have one more class.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to say is,
Yes.
let's talk more here.
Yes.
See, in an interview,
Yeah.
you know, are you preparing for interviews? Have you started?
When you say prepare for interview, no,
Have
we
you
haven't.
seen it? Have you seen any interview questions?
Yes, yes, I looked into the YouTube interview, but I haven't really gotten into. I want to get done with all this information that you have given, all the
Mm.
PowerPoint slides by
Uh,
the end of this weekend.
Right.
And after that, I want to take another few days and probably ask a few questions.
Okay. Okay.
And maybe next week we are doing some mock interviews, I think.
Okay. 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 When do you want next class with me?
Next class with you, if it's possible with you, can we do it on Monday?
Monday
Or
works.
we can do anytime before here. It's just that any time in the morning works for me, and the
Yeah. Yeah.
evenings are really hectic for me.
Yeah. Okay. Any day works for me. Morning.
Morning,
Before
okay,
before next before next Tuesday. Any day works for me
in the
except
morning.
Saturday. Yeah,
Ex-
morning except Saturday.
No worries, no worries. How about we do it on Monday?
Monday. Okay. Fine. That works.
Monday around this time?
Yeah. This time or maybe little early itself. Anyway, as we approach, I'll let you know.
Okay, no worries. Let's sort it out for Monday so far. Okay, yes, go ahead, Raju.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, you were about to say something. You're about to mention.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I was saying is, see, no, in an interview,
Yes.
what is the first question that will be asked in an interview? Usually,
Questions would be what do you
First question.
first question they usually ask is tell me a little bit about you and your experience.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
So you know that.
yeah.
You know that that is a common question that is asked everywhere. So my suggestion is prepare really, really well for this question because most of the times with the answer you give for this question
Determines, right?
determines the rest of the interview,
Right.
and also the interviewer can make up his mind within this 1 or 2 minutes how you give that introduction.
Exactly.
So try to have a script, write a script,
Uh-huh.
by heart that, mention only things that you're confident on. Okay. So
Mm.
when you mention things that you're confident on, you can drive the interview. The interview will be in your control, right? So try to get that control. How can you do that? By having a strong tell me about yourself response.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So write down the script, you know, prepare points, by heart if needed, do whatever, but make sure that tell me about yourself is perfect.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I've also shared few interview questions in the Google Drive. You can also go through that.
Where did you send it? Did you send me an email?
I've given access to Google Drive, right? Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the question,
In that there is one file, Scrum Master interview questions.
I'm looking at it right now. Scrum Master training manual, Scrum Master interview questions. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, go
In
through
Word.
that.
Okay, okay.
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 So,
All right. Yeah, I see it right now. What is the user story in this? So, okay. All right.
all through it, take your time, prepare well, and uh,
I didn't see this. Okay.
if,
I just.
if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Let me
we'll
go
connect.
through this. I think I should go through this first,
Yeah,
since yeah,
sure, sure.
already provided me the stuff. Let me go through this master interview questions. And how about I'll see you on Monday?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Monday,
Okay.
I'm open anytime. Do you want to do evenings or morning?
I'll let you know as we approach. I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, but so far, let's book it for Monday. I'm gonna keep myself available for Monday for you. Okay,
Fine, fine. Okay, fine. Sure, sure.
Raj, if you have anything for me, or am I all
No,
set?
no, no. All set. All good.
Thanks for your help today, man. Thanks for your
Bye.
time. Have a
Yeah.
good day.
Thank you. You too, take care. Bye.